Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to go through my top bans in patch 8.14. I'm going to go through my bans in top, mid, bottom support and ADC, and hopefully you guys will agree with me, and if you don't agree with me then comment below. These are the most OP champions personally for me, especially coming from the idea of someone who actually plays Heimerdinger. So let's get into the video. So guys, we will start with support. If I'm playing AD carry, Heimerdinger AP carry, then I have a vast number of supports which I like to ban. And in patch 8.14, the number one on that list is Morgana, guys. Morgana is such a ridiculously OP support right now, especially if you're a Heimerdinger player. If you're playing Heimerdinger bot lane, then her pull is so annoying because it can AoE down your turrets. And if you do a spicy combo, if you pull off a spicy bomb followed by your beams, she's just going to spell shield any incoming damage on the ADC or herself and pretty much get out completely scot-free. And as well as that, obviously her snare is pretty insane. If she lands a snare, it feels like it lasts for about 4 years, when realistically it's a couple of seconds. And yeah, the combination of her AoE, her snare, her spell shield, and obviously endgame, guys, when it comes to team fight, her potential is so strong. If she gets a Zhonya, she can just flash in, use her ultimate, use her Zhonya, and just completely lock down your entire team. She is a very, very hard matchup in the bot lane, especially for Heimerdinger players, primarily because of her kit. My second ban is probably going to be Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks is still pretty damn OP in patch 8.14, guys. Nothing really changed. He is so annoying. It feels like he can hit you with his crows from pretty much the other side of the map. They bounce that often. I think they need to really look into nerfing how many times they bounce, or nerf the range on it in some shape or form, because again, it's a very hard matchup for Heimerdinger mains bot lane, specifically because of the AoE again, and because he can just poke you down without really having to do much. And again, his fear, just like Morgana's snare, feels like it lasts forever, but realistically it's a couple of seconds. It definitely lasts a little bit too long. And yeah, playing against a strong ADC matchup, ADC, like a real ADC, not one of these fake ADCs like a Heimerdinger or a Swain or something like that bot lane. Whenever he has like a Lucien or a Kaiser, it feels like it is a very, very, very strong team comp. Whenever you have a Fiddlesticks in the other team, definitely watch out, guys. Again, whenever he gets level 6, his Crew Storm followed by a Zhonya can completely change the course of team fights. His general kit is very similar to Morgana's. That is why the ban is just as lethal. My third ban, I was going to say Zyra, guys, or Brand, but realistically, I've been playing against a lot of crazy Rakans recently. Brand and Zyra, obviously, again, very similar to the previous bans. Strong poke, strong AoE, very, very crazy in team fights with all their ultimates and so on. But Rakan right now feels so freaking strong. It feels like he can completely change the course of the team fight due to his knock up, due to him just completely zooming up G at warp speed out of nowhere. And yeah, as soon as I get knocked up by Rakan, it feels like I'm dead instantly. It feels like I can't do anything. I can't Zhonya, I can't flash. I am dead. So Rakan is very, very lethal, guys. He is the number 3 ban. So it goes Morgana, Brand, and Rakan. And then moving on to ADCs, guys. ADCs are kind of back into the mix in 8.14. It's no longer a Fiesta bot lane. Even though I do still play Heimerdinger bot lane, ADCs are definitely back in the mix. And that being said, if I'm playing a Heimerdinger bot lane, I am more than likely going to ban an ADC over support, depending on my team comp, of course. But my number 1 ADC ban, personally for me, is Lucien. Lucien is crazy. He has an insane dash. He scales really, really well. He synergizes really well with a lot of supports. And if he gets fed, he snowballs so freaking hard. Especially for me being a Heimerdinger bot lane player. His dash is so annoying, especially whenever I'm trying to land a grenade. And the wave clear from his ultimate is pretty damn crazy. So Lucien is my number 1. Followed up by a very, very tight number 2 of Kaiser. Kaiser is one of these champions, guys, that she seems to kind of just slip through the mix every patch. it seems to be that it doesn't matter what they do to Kaiser. She is an absolute force to be reckoned with bot lane. Her and Lucien seem to be, regardless of the kit of ADCs or the build paths or the meta, even through thick and thin, Lucien and Kaiser are primary picks. I've seen, especially recently, guys, in solo queue, Kaiser popping off and literally 1v5ing, like 1v4 running the Baron pit and just obliterating people. It's the kind of wishy-washiness of her scaling with AP and having AD damage as well, and obviously the fact she's kind of got a Vayne and a Lucien kind of crazy hybrid. She can go invisible. She can. It's just, I do not like playing against it, guys. So Lucien and Kaiser, very, very close number 1 and 2s. Depending on how you personally feel about it, ban one or the other. My number 3 ADC ban, guys, is very, very tight. Just like the supports. You know, the support I wanted to ban Brand, Zyra, and wanted to ban Rakan. The third ban is probably, for me personally, going to be either Jhin or MF. But then Kate's also kind of annoying too. But Jhin and MF seem to be crazy. Again, coming from the perspective of a heimerdinger player bot lane, MF can proc her Q off my turret. So I put a turret down to try and CS, and I'll get obliterated and crit for God knows what. And it'll probably be pre-level 6. And then Jhin as well. Jhin has a crazy amount of poke potential. Again, Jhin and Rakan seem to synergize really well. I've lost a lot of games against Jhin and Rakan because what happens is Rakan runs in, knocks me up, and it gives Jhin enough time to just absolutely obliterate me. But definitely, guys, Lucien number 1, Kaiser number 2, and then when it comes to the 3rd, 4th, whatever bans, it's very, very, very close. But definitely Lucien and Kaiser are the 2 strongest personally, in my opinion. And obviously Ezreal as well. Ezreal is pretty crazy. If he gets fed, he will start obliterating you from range late game. But he's one of those champions that if he doesn't get fed, he can't really snowball that well. But ADCs, guys, are definitely back in 8.14. I've seen a lot more ADCs bot than I've seen in patch 8.13. They're back, guys. And moving on to the jungle, guys. The jungle right now is so annoying because the main style of champion that's being played in the jungle are crazy damage output bruisers. And when I say that, my number 1 ban for the jungle is Camille. Camille is absolutely insane. The fact that she can it feels like she can gap close from one side of the map to the other. It is insane. And it feels like the stun that she can pull off lasts forever. And just the general lockdown with her ultimate in teamfights is so annoying. Camille is definitely one of the strongest champions in the game right now, especially in the jungle. And the reason she's so strong in the jungle, just like I said, is her ability to just close the distance and lock you down from afar. So, number 1 ban, Camille. Number 2 ban, personally for me, guys, it's close between Trundle and Graves. Graves seems to just carry a lot of games recently. He's kind of slipped through the radar. And I think it's just his AD scaling and just the amount of damage he can pump out seems to be pretty damn crazy. Out of nowhere, I didn't really see Graves being played that much in 8.13. 8.13 was whoever locked in Nocturne won the game. And Nocturne's still pretty good, guys, because obviously, again, because of his ultimate. But Graves seems to have the ability to just 1v2, 1v3 really, really easily from early on. As soon as he gets level 6, I genuinely tend to run from the Graves. Now, number 3, guys, Trundle. Trundle is one of these champions that he builds really, really tanky and has a little bit of damage thrown in there. And he never dies, but can just obliterate you. I've seen so many junglers 1v1 him, maybe at like level 3 in an invade, and they always lose. They just always lose. It seems to be Trundle right now is a tanky menace, but can also just completely decimate anyone who wants to 1v1 him. The best way to beat a Trundle is at range, but that's probably not going to work that well pre maybe level 6. If I'm a heimerdinger player, it's so annoying whenever I get ganked by the Trundle and I see the big pillar come up out of nowhere. I get slowed, say the Rakan locks me down, and the rest is history. The Jhin just snipes me or something crazy like that. So number 1 ban, it's got to be Camille. Number 2, Graves. Number 3, Trundle. And Nocturne is still kind of in the mix somewhere there also. And then moving on to mid lane, guys. Mid lane is kind of what I play if I don't play bot lane anymore. And my number 1 ban for mid lane is Zed. Zed is so freaking annoying. And again, it's because of his snowball potential. He maybe goes Ignite and Electrocute, and he'll just easily get a kill pre-level 6 and proceed to just snowball the lane and snowball the game. It forces me to build defensively. He forces me to rushes on you as soon as I can to even kind of have some kind of counterplay against him. And I feel like he is just so annoying. And again, he doesn't use mana. He's an assassin. If I do not land a good grenade, if I'm playing against a Z1 trick who's played 1,000 games, and I played 1,000 games of heimerdinger, it is very hard for me to try and beat him, because we have that exceptional amount of skill and mechanical play, but his champion just completely decimates me. So Zed, if you're a heimerdinger player, guys, ban him right away. Number 2, very similar, Yaz. Personally, guys, Yaz and Talon and Zed are nearly all on the same rung right now for me. It's very hard for me to not ban one over the other, but Zed has played a lot more than, say, a Talon. But Talon right now, especially Smite Talon, it's not as good as it used to be, but Smite Talon is pretty damn crazy, and it completely wrecks heimerdinger players. If you do not beat a Talon pre-level 6, he is going to just take those early kills and run with them. He will literally run with them. He'll go bot lane and get more kills and snowball. And the thing is, just like a Rengar, just like a Zed, as soon as you see them, you are dead. As soon as you see a Talon, whenever he gets level 6, you're dead. There's nothing really you can do. You can Zonya and maybe flash, but if he has an early Duskblade, if he has Ignite Up, or if he has Smite and he has Electrocute, there's nothing you're going to really be able to do, guys, especially a Smite Talon, because he can just smite your turrets, which is pretty damn annoying. Yasuo, guys, or Yasuo, is always one of those champions. I ban him because I'm afraid that if I come against a Yaz 1 trick and the game goes 30 minutes in, he will carry the entire game. If they have a knock-up support, say an Alistar, and he knocks up everyone, then Yaz is going to pop off and get a pentakill. It's as simple as that. And also, guys, from the complete opposite side, I sometimes ban Yaz because when I seem to get Yaz players in my team, they int hard and go 110. I don't know what it is. It's just something about me. I don't know. I attract all the bad Yazes, and I play against all the Korean 1 tricks. That's what it feels like, guys. So number 1, Zed. Number 2, Talon. Number 3, Yaz. And they're kind of around the same. Yaz and Talon are kind of the same. And then we move into the top lane, guys. Top lane, I haven't been there in a while. It feels alien to me to play top lane now, but I might start picking it up again, because I feel like top lane right now is a little bit easier to play in compared to bot and mid in some matchups, you know, with ADCs coming back and assassins being really strong in the mid lane. When I go top, if I get ahead, I can usually stay ahead. But that being said, my number 1 ban in top lane is Garen. Garen, guys, if you've played 8.14 right now and you've played against a Garen, I don't even need to explain to you why I ban him. He is insane. He's always been an okay champion. He's been an alright champion. Nowadays, the dude is literally unkillable. I played against a Garen yesterday, and he built pretty much half tank, half damage. And when I say half tank, half damage, he built pretty much full damage and had an adaptive helm. I tried to 1v1 him, and it felt like I might as well have been throwing pillows at him. I was doing no damage at all, and he was just spinning forever, silencing me, and he ended up just killing me in about like maybe 6 seconds. 6 long drawn out seconds where I was slow due to a spin. But he seems to be one of those champions, guys, that if you don't kind of lock him down early and the game goes on for quite a while, he will just start decimating in team fights. My number 2 ban has got to be Quinn. Quinn right now is insane. I don't know what happened. I haven't really paid that much attention to Quinn, but I'm assuming her AD ratios or something has been changed, because it seems to be Quinn 1 tricks are decimating top lane, and even people who are just picking up Quinn for the first time are just destroying with her. If I ever want to try and trade against a Quinn top lane, geez, I need to really beware of how much damage she can do and how much damage I can do. If I get blinded and I don't land a stun during the blind, I'm dead. I'm dead. Not to mention that she flies at 5,000 speed, and whenever she lands and attacks me, she will do 5,000 damage. That's what it feels like, guys. So Quinn right now is insane, especially in team fights. It's just like having another ADC in your team. And yeah, if you don't lock her down early, she will just take some early kills and go and gank mid lane, because she can roam like a beast, or she can start taking Herald and stuff with the opposing jungler. So number 1 Garen, number 2 Quinn, and number 3 for me, guys, has definitely got to be Aatrox. In fact, Aatrox, Garen, and Quinn could pretty much be on the exact same level. None are really that more overpowered than the other, But I feel Aatrox right now seems to just go crazy. He goes on Dying Grasp, he has crazy slows, he has crazy engage, disengage, and obviously you need to kill him twice. Aatrox is one of those champions. If you're top lane, please do not feed the Aatrox. He's like a gremlin. Do not feed him after midnight because he will go crazy. So, actually, I said earlier that I might start playing top lane again. I'm not going top lane again. There's too many scary champions that will just destroy me and my turrets and probably my will to play solo queue, guys. So, my top lane bans, Garen, Quinn, Aatrox, and then there's obviously a lot more. There's Fiora, there's Jax, there's Tryndamere. But those are the main three, guys. So, ban wisely, because there's a lot of people to ban, especially in 8.14. God help us. God help us all. If you guys enjoyed the video, please slap a like on it below. It's my first time ever doing a ban video, and if you would like to see more ban videos in the upcoming patches, then yeah, slap a like on it below and comment below if you have any specific champions which you always ban. And let me know if I was right on the money with my bans, guys. So until next time, bros, take it easy, peace out, and good luck on the Rift.